And we're back for another episode. In this episode, I'm going to be finally unlocking Ninja. So I really took my time doing this, but I just really had other things I considered more important. So anyway, I am here with Jackie, again in the Rogues Guild in Limsa. So the quest is called Peasants by Day, Ninjas by Night, where I'll get the soul of the ninja, which is the soul gem for ninja, and it says upon the surface of this multi-aspected crystal are carved the myriad deeds of ninjas from eras past, and the ability 10. It says make the ritual mudra hand gesture for heaven. Shares recast timer with Chi and Jin. So Jackie has just a job for a Dimba Mort like yourself. So Mithrie, keeping your stab sharpened, I hope, because I've got a job to be done, and I reckon the Dimma Damma, what put the executioners on the chopping block, is just the one to do the doing. My men have sighted some shifty types around Wineport of late, not code-breaking curs so far as I know, and that's the rub. We don't know half as much about them as we'd like. They claim to be simple peasants, refugees from some far-flung realm, but I don't know many peasants what skulk about in the Darklands as much as they've been doing. So long as they're not breaking the code, they can do as they please, but being who we are, it falls to us to look into the matter and make sure that all's bob. As my gut tells me, this may be a two-rogue job. I've sent Underfoot on ahead, so pull on your best beaters cases, head to Wineport and meet him there. Cool, so let's now teleport straight to Wineport. Did he say Wineport or Aleport? I can't remember. Probably Wineport. Yep, there we go. So let's talk to Harimu. So, Mithrie, when Jackie said he'd be sending one of the guild's canniest morts along after me, I had a feeling it might be you. Now, I'd love to tell you of Underfoot's already whittled the whole scrap on our friends, but truth is I've turned up more questions than answers. They claim to hail from the Southeast Isles, but me little birds at mail vans gates swear that the last man, that's some piss poor mummery. There's no record of any such ship sailing into port. Looks like it falls to you and me to take a closer snitch, eh? I hope you brought your sharpest stabbers, as there's no telling who we're... Did you hear that, lass? Either old Underfoot's gone daft or some mort just screamed out for dear life. Something tells me of a little task is about to take a turn for the interesting. What say we go and see what's what? Okay, so let's go see what's going on. There we go. Cutscene. Have mercy, I am but a simple milkmaid, not a single guilt in my name. Rest easy, lass, my friend and I don't mean you harm. Though, I must say, you've got me curious. Just what in the name of the 12 happened here? I had just come to town to purchase some supplies. No sooner had I walked through the gates than I was suddenly accosted by 3 burly drunkards who demanded that I hand over all of my possessions. To my good fortune, it seems the men had partaken a bit too heavily. When they saw the meagre contents of my coin purse, they began to squabble amongst themselves. A fistfight ensued, and before I knew it, the 3 men were lying on the ground as you see them now. Sounds like Nimia smiled upon you today, lass, though might I suggest you be a bit more careful on your next visit? All manner of scurvy sorts frequent these parts, and you'll find that not all of them are blundering lackwits like your friends here. Thank you for your concern, good sir, and rest assured that I will take your words to heart. Good day to both of you. Well, Mithrie, how did the girl's weird strike you? Murmuring, I say, seemed like an upright lass. You reckon? As for me, I've got me questions. Squabbling amongst themselves? Just look, there's barely a scratch in any of these louts. Aye, I'd wager there's more to Rum Doxy than she's letting on. Come, let's go on the drag and see what she might be hiding. Cool. So let's see what we need to do next. So just quick run outside of Wineport. So, and the right mess we've got here. You reckon these coves got on the wrong side of our lass? One thing's for sure, they're no more pleasant than you and I. One look at those stabbers tells me as much. I have failed. I beg of you, take this and return to Master Oboro, to Lady Tuzbame. Tuzbami, let's see. It's too late, the poor sod's dead. As for this stone, your guess is as good as mine. A lucky charm of sorts, mayhap. Any road, we best start moving our Jew beaters before the lass gets away. Her footprints lead in the direction of Upper Lanosia. We need to go to here. So, short run through the zone line. So I actually need to kill those from my hunter log as well. That's what the little symbol above their heads mean. Yeah. I have to remember the fact that I'm not level 50 right this second, which is very unusual given that everything else I've got is level 50. Let me just help this guy. Cool. Cutscene. She hides behind a tree, as if that could hide her from me. So she didn't really think she could fool me with those silly rags, did she? Or did she? Perhaps she's not as clever as we believed. And the mysterious saviour rushes to the damsel's defence. Such bravery, such compassion. Did you like the way he's standing? So such folly, little does she know that the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. And right on cue, Obora the Dim leaps onto the scene to save his dear little swallow in the most unsurprising surprise attack the realm has ever seen. Cease your ramblings, Caruso, before I rip that tongue from your bloody beak. Yao, our hero is wounded, a stab through the heart. His childhood friends stand before him, blades drawn and hate in their eyes. Oh, the tragedy of it all, the audience sobs. And what's this? A couple of bit players who have forgotten to leave the stage? Did no one tell them their part in the play is long since over? Oh, and the faceless girl shows surprising skill. Perhaps she has yet a role to play. I will say this much, unlike a certain someone at least, intrigue me. But other matters demand our hero's attention, and so the first act must draw to a close. Come, my pet. Wait, Caruso, ever quick to retreat, that one. The two from Wineport, did you follow me here? Beg pardon, miss. My friend and I are here on behalf of the dutiful sisters. And you, sister, have you some questions to answer? Have some questions to answer. I lived on the underbelly of society long enough to recognize when a man's more than he seems. So make this easy for us, lass. Just who exactly are you? And what are you doing here? And here's hoping for both your sakes that it doesn't involve breaking no code. So you are the rogues of whom Lady Yugiri spoke. Forgive me, we were remiss in not seeking you out sooner. Very well, you shall know all there is to know. My name is Oboro, and she is Tuspain. We hail from the village in Doma, several thousand miles across the sea. We are, but perhaps you have no word for what we are. In our own tongue, one might call us shinobi. Doma, the imperial province? The same, though it did not have to be so. Our countrymen fought with honour against the might of Garlemald. What we lacked in number we made up for with martial prowess. It was a battle we could have won, had we not been betrayed by one of our own. Our every secret, our every move known to our foe. The tide of battle turned on the morrow. Thousands of our countrymen were slaughtered, and Doma joined in its neighbours under the imperial yoke. The traitorous Kerr joined the imperial ranks as chief of their covert operatives, or so they say. That is the man you just met, Caruso, though I am loath to call him a man. To this day he whispers in the ears of the Garleans, making a mockery of those who once called him friend and brother, but no longer. We have come to Eorzea at our village elder's behest to see that Caruso pays for his crimes with his life. Come to mill a traitorous rook who blew the gab on his comrades? You sound like a right Benny cove. Consider old Underfoot impressed. Forgive me, this land is and its tongue are still new to us. Nonetheless, we were able to lure Caruso here, and more than a few of our comrades give their lives in the effort. And now this. What was their sacrifice for naught? Ah, you have my gratitude. When one of our kind falls, tradition dictates that we return their soul to the village, that it may rest with our ancestors. What? Our fallen brother's soul calls out to this woman. Could it be a sign? Are we fated to fight as one? I would make you an offer. We will instruct you in our art, the art of ninjutsu. In return, you will share with us your knowledge of this land, that it might serve us in our mission. But Oboro, she is not Doman. She is not of the village. Look around you, Tuzbabe. Our brothers and sisters are fallen or gravely wounded, and today's failure makes it all too clear. We cannot hope to stand against Caruso without knowing the lay of the land. Can't say I am thrilled at the prospect of losing a dimmer dammer like yourself, but hells, in my younger days I'd be keen to drive my fams at some of those techniques myself. And the more my Wettles take in, the more these strike me as Benir and Benir folks. If you're keen to lend them your dabbles, I'll not be the one to stand in your way. If you would know more, come to the dock storehouse at Raincatcher Gully. We shall await you there. Who'd have figured, eh? Any road, the choice is yours, Mithrie. In the meantime, I'm going to head back to Limsa and report to Jackie before he comes and gives me a good clot on in the knob. Oh, it's never-ending rain, it seems. So anyway, let's go. I'm just going to kill this and then teleport out of here. Figures. Cool. So now let's head to here. So quickest way, just teleport to Wineport and run south a bit. So, I know there was a lot of people who probably did this quest the day it came out during patch 2.4, but I really didn't fall for the hype. You know, I did enjoy leveling Rogue up a bit, but, you know, I wasn't determined to leave behind everything else I was doing just because there was a new class out. So I just wanted to carry on doing what I was doing, which is getting all my classes to my crafting to 4-star and stuff like that. So, and it's nice that I'm able to do this now. Like, the only thing I have remaining in patch 2.5 is the story mode, I believe, and getting the Lucis weapons. So, anyway, here is Abora. So, we meet again. Am I to take your presence to mean you have chosen to accept our offer? Yes, I have. Thank you. I speak not only for myself and Tuzbaby. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me how it's supposed to pronounce that name. And for our entire village when I say that you have our profound gratitude. What I would tell you next, I would tell you out of the earshot of strangers. Bia Kubu has been instructed to let only trusted visitors through the doors behind me. When he speaks to you, I am me, you are to answer Kayadi. You need not know what the words mean, only that they will grant you entrance. Cool. So let's now talk to the gatekeeper. So, I am me, and I say... Kayadi, I guess. Nice, nice, nice. So here is our ninja studio. So welcome, Mithrie. You stand within the provisional base of operations my people have established in your land of Eorzea. It may not look like much, either without or within, but that is precisely the point. We find it an ideal vantage point from which to observe the comings and going of Caruso and his men without attracting undue attention to ourselves. My fallen brother saw you as a worthy inheritor to his soul. To honor his memory I entrust it to you, but soul alone will not make you a shinobi. No, this will require training of the body and mind. Our art, the art of ninjutsu, originated with our ancestors many years ago. Since then it has been passed down with each generation, mother to daughter, father to son. We draw power from the world around us, the heaven, the earth, and the hearts of man, and channel this power into physical form. I am told that this is similar to your concept of Iafur, was it? I must confess that Eorzea's words and ways remain unfamiliar to me. How does one channel this power, you ask? Through the use of mudra, hand gestures that call forth each of the 3 forms of energy of which I spoke. The first mudra I will teach you will call the powers from the heavens. In Doma we call this Ten. You are eager to learn, yes? Attune your soul to that of my fallen brother, then approach me once more. It is then that your training will begin. Cool, so let's now finish the quest and get the Soul of the Ninja and 10. So Ninja is now unlocked. Also, right, so it says Mudra and Ninjutsu. So it says, in addition to their deadly weapon skills, ninjas have at their disposal special battle techniques known as ninjutsu, which are readied by first making a series of ritual hand gestures known as mudra. Ninjutsu can be executed after combining one or more of the following 3 mudra in predetermined order: Ten, Chi, Jin. Okay. You will learn new mudra as you progress through the ninja storyline. Learning new mudra will open the door to more complex ninjutsu techniques. Once you have obtained a new ninjutsu technique, you can confirm the proper mudra order required to execute it by selecting its icon in the action and traits interface. So I need to remember that: Ten Heaven, Chi Earth, Jin Man. So let's now equip the Soul Crystal. Cool. So upgrade the gear set to be Ninja now, so you see the symbol change from Rogue to Ninja. And let's just move my abilities around to the way they were before. I need to work this stuff out at some point. Know what to put where. So ninjutsu executes a picture of man coinciding with the combination of mudras immediately. So I'll put that there. Hide, put here. G. Let's see. Right. And I have shared abilities as well, which I can take from Pugilist. So these 2. And also from Lancer. So let's take, for now, Invigorate, in case I need it later on. So I'll put Invigorate there. I'll put that there. My self-heal is always here. Assassinate there. Mug here, I guess. So Spinning Edge first, and then Gust Lash, and then Eldalon Edge. So anyway, so that's my bars set up. So let me reactivate Kiss of the Viper. Let's see the next quest. So the next quest is called My First Mudra. So Bora will give you your first lesson in the art of ninjutsu. So yes, I can sense it. Though you are not of our blood, the soul of my people is strong in you. You are one of us now, a shinobi. And yet your training has only just begun. Heed my words well, Mithrie, for the shinobi blade and mine are one. The weak mind gives rise to a weak blade. The false mind gives rise to a false blade. But the mind that is strong and true, that blade will know no equal. Such were the teachings of my master, and his master's master before him. The shinobi must keep presence of mind at all times, or his blade may well be one of grass. That is the lesson of the mind. Now we shall begin the lesson of the body. You will recall that the art of ninjutsu involves using hand gestures called mudra to summon the energies of heaven, earth and man, ten, chi and jin, in the dome and tongue. Myriad techniques can be unleashed depending on the mudra you combine, and the order in which you do so. But perhaps I am getting ahead of myself. A child must learn to walk before he can run. To begin, I would see you master your first mudra, 10, the mudra of heaven. Summon the energy of heaven and project it forth, and from your hand will fly a flaming star or Fuma Shuriken. Outside of the storehold you will find a Mokujin, a wooden man of sort traditionally used in Doma for training. Do as I have told you and strike it with a Fuma Shuriken. I will observe your technique from a distance. Cool, so let's now go outside. Right, so use Fuma Churuken on this one. So a training mannequin from a Far Eastern make has been set in the ground. Okay, so let's now use 10. That's it. So I use 10 and then I use ninjutsu. So it says execute a specific ninjutsu action coinciding with the combination of mudras made immediately beforehand. In any other ability, spell or weapon skill is used before the mudra are combined and the ninjutsu executed, the action will fail. The recast timer will begin cooldown upon ninjutsu execution, and when the mudra timer runs out, share recast timer with Tenchi and Jin. That's cool. So I need to get used to it, when to use it and so on. So let's now talk to Abora. Yes, that will do, Mithrie. Clearly we did not misjudge your potential. Perhaps you have also felt your body becoming lighter. This is but another benefit of your training. You may find yourself able to dance through the air with your blades drawn, but be mindful. The true shinobi sees no movement is wasted. You demonstrated your skills well against the wooden man, but wood does not strike back. Your next opponent will not be so docile. Prepare yourself. Cool, so commence battle for my first mudra. So we're going to fight him, I guess. So they really go out of their way to introduce you to these fights, that's for sure. So the Inobi will attack in waves. Use your Fuma Kyuken to dispatch them from a safe... Let me read that again. That's from a safe distance, did he say? I'm guessing he's saying do not let them attack you. So I shall summon a great beast for your next challenge. Remember, you must maintain presence of mind. Eek. That's my own fault for getting too close to those. So you'll find a challenge. I shall be your opponent. Let's see how he does. I'm not going to let him attack me anymore. Which I brought my potions with me. Oh cool, so we only have to get into 50%. I was gonna say, it's like, I'm gonna be running for a while. That was close. So I see, Lady Yugiri spoke true. What Oboro means to say is that he's not seen anyone master the fundamentals of ninjutsu with such swiftness. Is that not so, Oboro? I am capable of speaking for myself, Bami, but it is true. Mithrie has exceeded even my own expectations. Her blade slices through the air as a fish glides through water. But that is enough training for the day. Now it is my turn to be the student and you the teacher. I would learn the ways of Eorzea. You will instruct me, yes? You have my gratitude, Mithrie. First, I would better know the terrain of land. No, is something amusing. My bow? I see. Who would have thought a simple gesture of courtesy would be so complicated? Like this, is it? Forgive him, Oboro has not been quite himself since coming to these shores. It would seem that neither the food nor the climate agrees with him. And let us not forget the stink of those infernal house birds. All the more reason for us to complete our mission swiftly and return to more hospitable environs. Anyhow, Mithrie, that should suffice for the day. Practice well your ninjutsu and return to me when you're ready for your next lesson. It would seem you have some practicing to do as well. Cool. And that's it. So Ninja is finally unlocked. So I will be coming back here at level 35 for the next Ninja quest. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.